Because I had my teeth extracted in 2 sessions separated by a week, I ended up with a mouthful of sutures for 2 weeks. Since I had no immediate dentures, all those sutures were like flying around in there, and I had a lot of concerns about them getting caught in any of the food. So all the food that's discussed in this video is going to be very smooth or creamy because I was afraid to get the food caught in them. If you have immediate dentures, you can probably eat a lot more. And if you're not worried about food getting caught in your sutures, you can probably progress through the list faster. I was just told to load up my freezer with ice cream before the surgery, but we can do a lot better than that. The main thing to remember is fluids or creamy foods with limited or no texture are your best bets for this brief time period. Later in the video, I'll tell you about a new discovery I've made that I'm very excited about, but I didn't know about at the time of my extractions. In fact, it might not have even been available yet then. I'm not sure. So let's break the foods down. First are cold foods, because those are pretty intuitive. You're going to start with your ice cream. Sure, treat yourself with a Jell-O Temptations lemon meringue pie cup. It tastes just like lemon meringue pie, but no crust. But whatever brands and flavors you like is fine. Then you've got your warm foods. When I have dental work done, I actually prefer the warm foods, make sure they're not hot, to cold foods. So try them both and see what works best for you. In the warm foods, I started off with just clear soup, like beef consomme. I don't have any right now, so can't show you one, but Campbell's makes a beef consomme. It just tastes like a very flavorful beef broth. The next one I tried was Lipton's boxed chicken noodle soup. I thought I had one of those too, and I guess I'm out. I picked the one that does not have the chunks of chicken in it. Just the broth and these tiny little noodles. If you've never had it, the noodles are maybe less than a ½ inch long and very, very tiny. They're not wide at all. So I wasn't worried about them getting caught in the sutures. I figured they'd slip right through whatever they came in contact with. Then also in the warm foods are the cream soups. You've got a big variety of cream soups to choose from depending on your taste. I would assume the most popular one would be tomato soup. Make it with water or milk, it doesn't matter, but I don't really like tomato soup. So I went with cream mushroom soup. The mushrooms in it are really tiny, so there's no, I wasn't worried about them getting caught, and I wasn't worried about being tempted to chew them. The other one along that same line is golden mushroom. Another one that has, actually I don't even remember if it has mushrooms in it. It might just be a creamy golden soup. But there's other ones too. Cream of onion, cream of celery, cream of potato. Just make sure whatever it is has any chunks in it are very tiny or at least very soft. They feel like you're eating something normal, but they're very smooth and creamy, so you don't have to worry about chewing them or getting anything caught. I prefer refrigerated mashed potatoes because you can just dish up a few spoonfuls and warm it up, and it's already cooked, so no fuss, no muss. You might not be feeling like doing a lot of cooking these first few days, so make sure it's easy for yourself. Add either some butter or some gravy, and that would be a main meal for me during this just 2 weeks. You can also include warm cereals here, like cream of wheat. That has nothing very chunky in it, and oatmeal. But make sure your oatmeal is thin enough that you're not getting clumps of it stuck in your suture. Now, there's nothing terribly nutritious about the above, so we need to add some protein. Whenever you have surgery, it's important to include enough protein in your diet for recovery, and that also holds true for dental surgery. Years ago, when I had some surgery, the surgeon had told me to start making sure I ate extra protein a week before the surgery, and then after the surgery, about 100 grams of protein a day. Now, I don't know if that's necessary for this amount of surgery, but try to boost up your protein. Your body needs it to help to heal properly. You can get that extra protein in a number of ways because you can't really eat meat yet. So now one of our favorites is Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt generally has more protein in it than regular yogurt, but check the information on the back of your favorite yogurts and find one that's got a good dose of protein. This is our family favorite. The other place to get a big dose of protein is in small curd cottage cheese. The small curds are small enough I wasn't worried about them getting stuck. And this one has, in one serving, it's got 13 grams of protein, which is about a quarter of what an adult needs for their minimum daily intake. With surgery, I would say you need more, but it's a really high concentration of proteins for you. Now, I can eat cottage cheese by itself, but I much prefer it with some crushed pineapples mixed in. I was afraid to eat the crushed pineapples, so I opened up the can and then just poured some of the pineapple juice and mixed in with my bowl of cottage cheese. And to me, then it tasted just the same. I saved the actual pineapple, put it back in the refrigerator, and saved it for the next week after the sutures were gone. The other thing that you can do at home is make a home protein smoothie. I like to use either a strawberry or a chocolate protein powder. My favorites are unfortunately sold at Smoothie King, so if you don't have a Smoothie King near you, you'll have to figure out a different brand. But that brand is Gladiator. So if you have a Smoothie King near you, go in and get a carton of it. It's the most flavorful powdered protein I've found. I like either strawberry or chocolate. Mix it up with your favorite type of milk, ice cubes, and we like to add one banana in it in the mixer, in the blender. It makes the smoothie very creamy. Make sure you add the right amount of ice to your homemade smoothies right now, because you can't use a straw until your doctor says you can. I think it's usually after your sutures are removed. So make your smoothie either thin enough so that it's easy to drink out of the side of the glass, or thick enough you can eat it with a spoon, but skip the straw for now. The other way to get protein in drinks is the way one of my sons prefers, and that's in bottled protein drinks. His favorite is found at your local grocery store in the refrigerated section that's attached to the vegetables and fruit department. That brand is Bolton Farms, and it's kind of expensive though, and they don't always have very many bottles of his favorite flavor. So we also get bottles of protein drink from Amazon, and I'll put a link to the one he's currently enjoying right now down in the description. Just compare, different products, different flavors, different proteins amounts. Also, on that protein drink he's getting from Amazon right now, keep an open one in the refrigerator, and you can use it as a coffee creamer. So there's that too. Now, for my recent discovery, I'm very excited about this. Our bodies are made up of approximately 60% collagen. Collagen is what gives our skin elasticity. It gives our muscle stretching ability, and it's found in pretty much all of our connective tissue. I found this product because even though I'm an old lady, I'm still a little vain. And I had gotten a lot of loss of muscle and skin tone in my face, especially around my mouth, because of the extremely long time I've gone without teeth and without having a full set of dentures I could wear. So right now I've got the top ones in, but I still don't have lower ones I can wear with them. It's been 19 months. So it's been a long time, and I wish I'd started doing this earlier, but I'm trying to get some more elasticity and tightness, if you will, in the skin around my face, especially my mouth. But then I realized, you can use the same product and it's going to advance your gum health. You can't really buy like a powdered collagen. Okay, it's not really absorbable. It's not bioavailable. So what you can find, and it's relatively new on the market, is collagen peptides. They take collagen and they break it down into smaller molecules so that your body can absorb it easily. And then these form the building blocks for your body, utilizing them to make new collagen. Your body doesn't actually use these as they are. They use it as building blocks to make more collagen. And what I discovered was, forgetting about the teeth, everything else in your mouth is between 60 and 90% collagen. And it's very important in maintaining good health of your gums and the ligaments and the jawbone. So if I was going to do this over again, I would start taking my collagen peptides even before the surgery. Hopefully I would have had an easier time recovering from it. But I'm going to continue to take them now to try to get some of my skin texture back. This is completely dissolvable. Like most protein powders, you mix in and it's not going to dissolve. It's just going to mix in. So that's why it's nice to put them in smoothies. You don't want to really put them in just a glass of water, because it would just all sink to the bottom. But the collagen peptides are completely dissolvable in either warm or hot liquids. Now I've only used it in hot liquids because I just stir in a couple spoonfuls in my morning coffee. I can't taste it, I can't feel it, there's no weird texture to it. And then after I've stirred it in, I add my coffee creamer. Now once I added the powder in the coffee cup before I brewed the coffee on the Keurig, and I wouldn't suggest doing it that way, because by the time it finished brewing, I got it out and stirred it up, it was kind of lumpy in the bottom. So wait until you're ready to immediately stir it before you add it to your drink. But I'm very excited about this. Now when I bought this, it was available alright, so the collagen peptides have to come from an animal. It's not a plant product. It's not a chemical product. So when I bought this, there were two animal sources for the peptides, and they labeled them. They labeled what kind of animal it came from. And at that time, there was pig and there was cow. And I chose the cow because, I don't know, that just seems better. But now, when I looked it up again today, I couldn't find the pig one on Amazon, but they still have the cow one. But now they also have the marine source. And this is what a lot of the new research is coming out around, is the marine sourced collagen peptide. Because, they can get it from ocean marine life without having to, raise cattle to get it. So, you get the kind you want, but it's available in those two animal sources, marine and cow. I think the cow comes in another flavor, but I got the unflavored because I didn't know what I would want to mix it with. So, and like I said, in coffee, I can't taste it at all. I also noticed today that they have an advanced version of their collagen peptides, and it contains additionally vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. Now, when I finish this and order a new one, I will get the advanced one for two reasons. One is the hyaluronic acid is designed to help the elasticity and moisture of the skin. And since right now I'm taking it primarily for its skin effects, I'm going to go ahead and get that kind. And it also includes the vitamin C, which your body needs to be able to construct new collagen effectively. So if you weren't going to get the advanced because you don't care about the skin issues, then add some vitamin C, whatever supplement you use for vitamin C on a daily basis while you're taking the collagen peptide. Give your body all the boost it needs to keep your gums and other structures in your mouth healthy. Finally, the last thing you may want to try this week is some really fluffy scrambled eggs. Okay, the way I normally made scrambled eggs, they were not particularly fluffy because I was always in a hurry. And so they're a little bit, not hard, but not fluffy. But Gordan Ramsey has a video in which he shows you exactly how to make very fluffy scrambled eggs, and I'll put a link in the description. It involves a lot of putting it on the fire, taking it off the fire, putting it on, take it off, put it on, take it off, and a lot of constant stirring, which is probably why I never did it that way before. But I tried it during this recovery period, and they were incredibly fluffy scrambled eggs. It was like eating little puffs of cloud. So if you're missing your eggs during this time period, try doing it that way. If you are concerned that you want to do it the regular way and you're concerned about it getting caught in the sutures, then use your tongue and press it up, put the food on your tongue and press it up on the roof of your mouth. There's no sutures there, and you can use that kind of like a substitute for chewing. You can do that with other foods too once we get to more textured food, but you can use it for the scrambled eggs in this example. I would really appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button, do an old lady a solid here, and I will be having more videos, and they won't all be about food, but these first few will be, because when you get dentures, food is one of your major concerns. The next video is going to be what to eat the first 2 months with after extractions but without immediate dentures. I assume that people with immediate dentures can progress through this much easier. But if you've got nothing protecting those tender gums, you've got to build up your tolerance to even soft food little by little. So that's what's going to happen in the next video. I'll put the link to it in the description below. That's it for now. Let's get positive.